Studies show that 68% of women over 60 report more sexual satisfaction than they did at 30. But the big question is, why don't doctors and society talk about this? The fact is, most people celebrate reaching their 60s as if it's the end of an era. So why does our culture insist on hiding who we really are at this stage of life? Is there something bigger that prevents us from living a sexually fulfilled life? And what if I told you that this entire story is an unfinished truth? That there is a corrupt scheme tirelessly working to prevent the elderly from having an active and healthy sex life? But a silent revolution is happening right now, challenging all the rules of aging right under your nose. In fact, most of the world ignores the strength of a sexuality that only grows with age. If you think sex ends as we age, prepare to discover that this belief is a big lie, and that after 60, your sex life can be more intense than you ever imagined. After all, science proves that desire doesn't die with age, it only increases. So if you're not living this reality, prepare yourself, because over the next few minutes, you'll uncover a truth that few have the courage to announce. According to a study from the University of California 2023, more than 65% of Americans aged 60 to 90 are living active sex lives, complete with desires, fantasies, and intensity. But here is the detail no one tells you. Less than 20% of these seniors openly discuss this with their doctors. Why? Doctors receive only 2 hours of sexuality training in medical school. Meanwhile, a billion-dollar industry spends billions marketing erectile dysfunction pills. Coincidence or a well-kept secret? We treat aging like a disease, but sexuality is not a symptom. It's a vital sign of health, says Dr. Laura Mitchell, a New York City-based geriatrician. A report from the Kinsey Institute 2024 reveals 68% of women over 60 report greater sexual satisfaction than at 30. And yet 80% of gynecologists never ask their postmenopausal patients about intimacy. Why doesn't the system talk about this? Why, if this part of our life is so powerful, does it remain invisible in most of society? Because in reality, there is a silent war against our sexuality after 60. A war of interests, taboos, silences that protect a billion-dollar industry and hide the truth that aging does not mean ceasing to desire. Did you know that after 30, testosterone levels in men drop about 1% per year? And for women, menopause isn't just a hormonal change. It is also the start of a phase of decreased desire, loss of energy, and well-being. But what if I told you that modern science has already proven there are safe ways to reverse much of these effects? The truth is, even with all this information available, the healthcare system is working against you. Studies published by the Harvard Medical School S Institute for Regenerative Medicine 2022-2024 indicate that over 12 million Americans over 60 are already using some form of hormone therapy under medical supervision, and when done correctly, it can reduce the risk of heart disease, osteoporosis, and even improve cognitive function. Why is this research considered revolutionary? Because it demonstrated that a personalized approach, accompanied by professionals, can safely increase testosterone in deficient men, reactivating desire and energy, restore estrogen and other hormones in women, helping reduce hot flashes, improve mood, and rebalance libido. And the best part, a 2024 study by the Harvard School of Public Health revealed that men undergoing supervised hormone therapy had a 27% reduction in cardiovascular mortality risk compared to those not undergoing treatment. If science already points to these solutions, why do most clinics still prescribe generic medications instead of investing in personalized treatments? Another fascinating study from Johns Hopkins University, 2024, with over 5,000 cases followed. Researchers showed that supervised hormone replacement therapy, when accompanied by endocrinologists, reduces the risk of heart problems by 27%, improves brain health and bone density. And the traditional risks? Yes, there are risks, such as increased risks of prostate cancer for men or breast cancer for women. But in a study published by the Journal of the American Medical Association in 2023, it became clear that therapy done correctly, with constant exams and adjustments, has minimal risks and overwhelming benefits. Most problems occur when therapy is done improperly or with indiscriminate medications. Here's a revelation. There is no one-size-fits-all solution, but a tailored treatment. And that's precisely what modern science has been proposing, safely and effectively. If hormone replacement therapy is so beneficial, then why doesn't the system promote this solution? Because part of this reality challenges economic interests. A leaked secret legislative report from 2023 shows that 62% of aesthetic clinics and health centers prefer selling over-the-counter medications rather than offering natural treatments or lifestyle changes. Why? Because there's a vast amount of money at stake, and the system's priority is to sell pills, not genuine health. In the market logic, aging and sexuality continue being taboo, and the interests behind them do everything to maintain silence, fear, and indecision, causing seniors to become dependent, exploited by a selfish system that manipulates and enriches itself at the expense of eternally dependent victims. Have you ever thought that for decades, this whole story that aging is decline might be a big lie? Science proves that aging can be a revolution in health and well-being. According to a research project published by Harvard Medical School in 2022, controlled administration of hormones such as testosterone, estrogen, or DHEA, conducted under strict medical supervision, can transform lives. It's no exaggeration. Men aged 65, 70 who regained desire showed improvements in vitality, self-esteem, and cardiovascular health. Moreover, studies from the National Institute on Aging, USA, indicate that men maintaining adequate testosterone levels have a 50% lower chance of developing neurodegenerative diseases. Women undergoing supervised hormone replacement live up to 8 years longer, reporting greater satisfaction, fewer chronic pains, and more autonomy. And what does the system truly want? Simple: to maintain the cycle of disease and medication sales. Contrary to popular belief, true health in old age lies in prevention, controlled replacement, the freedom to experience pleasure, and the recognition that aging is an opportunity to start anew in style. The real risk is ignorance. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, the main cause of autonomy loss in old age is precisely the lack of preventive care, not aging itself. Imagine if science shows that a correct approach to hormone replacement with laboratory tests, professional follow-up, and constant adjustments can reduce heart disease risk, boost energy, improve mood, and revive long-forgotten desires. Why is there still so much fear, misinformation, and resistance? Because, like everything challenging big interests, this truth prefers to remain hidden. And so, what's the takeaway? If science has already produced hundreds of studies, including those from Harvard, Johns Hopkins, NIH, proving that it's possible to age with health, energy, and desire, why do most people still see this path as impossible? Why, as technology advances and science reveals these solutions, does society insist on silence, fear, and negligence? Because deep down, it's a conflict between what is true and what is profitable. And are you ready to challenge this narrative? If everything you've heard so far serves to awaken a truth previously hidden, now the question is, what real steps can you take today to transform your life in later years? Because above all, aging is not a sentence of decline. It's an opportunity for renewal, for achievement, to reconnect with what makes life worthwhile. And the good news is that change is within your reach. Let's get into the practical steps to start this internal revolution right now. Step 1. Get a comprehensive assessment of your hormonal health. Why is this step crucial? Because, as we've seen, hormonal deficiency, be it testosterone, estrogen, DHEA, or thyroid, is one of the main causes of fatigue, loss of desire, depression, and heart disease in later years. Summarize in one sentence. Before treating any symptom, discover your actual hormonal needs. What to do? Seek an endocrinologist or an aging health specialist to request a complete laboratory test panel. Do not settle for superficial evaluations. Request reviews of testosterone, estradiol, TSH, DHEA, cortisol levels, among others. Based on the results, a personalized hormone replacement plan conducted under medical supervision can be your first step to regaining energy, desire, and vitality. Step 2. Invest in nutrition as a health weapon. Why is it the fuel for your revolution? Because a balanced diet focused on anti-inflammatory foods increases your vitality and improves your hormonal response. Quick tip. Include more omega-3 rich foods such as fish and chia seeds. Reduce sugar and processed foods. Consume more fiber, fresh fruits and vegetables. Reflection. Your health depends on what you put on your plate. Food is your ally in maintaining desire and preventing disease. Step 3. Move with intelligence and pleasure. Because staying active is one of the greatest weapons against premature aging, and you don't have to become an elite athlete. Just incorporate activities that get your heart beating, such as outdoor, walks, swimming, adapted yoga or Pilates, dance, which in addition to fun, stimulates social connection. Make movement something pleasurable, not an obligation. You deserve to feel your body alive and full of potential. Step 4. Invest in mental and emotional health, because desire, joy, and well-being also depend on a balanced mind. Practice meditation, mindfulness, or breathing techniques. Strengthen your affective and social relationships. Seek psychological support if you feel anxiety, fear, or depression. Remember, a healthy mind is the foundation of a healthy body. Step 5. Explore new possibilities of pleasure and intimacy. Did you know? From using erotic toys to sexual therapy, many are discovering that sexuality in later years is an inexhaustible source of joy. Explore new ways of connecting with your partner beyond traditional sex. Allow yourself to experiment, relearn about your body, discover forgotten erogenous zones. Use ergonomic accessories or sensory therapies. The secret here is the freedom to rediscover pleasure without shame or culturally imposed limits that desire is over. Step 6. Seek specialized professionals and reliable resources. Don't fall for miraculous solutions or empty promises. Consult doctors, therapists, physiotherapists specialized in aging health. Look for scientific references, published studies, recognized books. Remember, knowledge serves as a powerful weapon against fear and the unknown. The more informed you are, the more you can make conscious and safe choices for yourself. Step 7. Take care of your sleep and rest. Why is this step fundamental? Because quality sleep regulates your hormones, strengthens the immune system, and ensures your body and mind are in sync. Develop a consistent sleep routine. Avoid screens and electronic stimuli before bedtime. Invest in dark, quiet, and comfortable environments. Restorative sleep is the foundation for maintaining your energy, desire, and enjoying life's best phase. Step 8. use technology to your advantage. Hormonal monitoring apps, health apps, dating apps, and online support groups. All of these tools can help keep your body and mind active, connected, and well-informed. There's no technology against aging. It's our ally in maintaining health, desire, and well-being. Science has already provided clues and tools. What remains is for you to take action, question, seek help, educate yourself, and empower your choices. Because aging with health, desire, and vitality is a real, accessible option that depends solely on you. Freedom to age well lies in your decision to let go of fear, to explore your body and mind's potential. After everything you've heard, the question is, will you accept what they say is your destiny, or will you take the reins of your own life? If everything you've learned here is a window into a new reality, your greatest victory will be to take the first step right now. Because age is not a sentence of decline. It's an opportunity to be reborn, rediscover your strength, your desire, and your dreams. Remember, aging with health, vitality, and pleasure is a matter of conscious choices, truthful information, and courage to act. And this decision is entirely up to you. Challenge the system, question what you were taught, and seek your own truth. Don't accept that time limits your desire, your freedom, or your joy. If the world's most advanced studies say it's possible to age with energy, why accept the opposite? If thousands in their third age are already living this silent revolution, why wait any longer to join in? Your aging process doesn't have to be an expense. It can be a celebration of life, self-awareness, and freedom. The time to act is now. The future you deserve is in your hands. If you enjoyed this content and want to continue learning how to age with health, energy, and desire, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Remember, the greatest secret to happy aging is your attitude. Start today, and your best chapter is still to come. We are SeniorHealth, united on this journey.